Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Say hi. I am finally sitting down to do her 4-month, 5-month, 6-month, and 7-month update. She is almost 8 months old. I cannot believe it. Time has flown by, and I'm downstairs. We have like a little setup downstairs, like with baskets. These are nicer baskets that I keep downstairs to put her toys in, and then I have like her little play thing, like a play mat, and then a million toys in front of me. She will not last very long. She is teething so bad and constantly wants to be held. Constantly. Aren't ya? Aren't ya? These little teething toys right here are the greatest, like silicone ones. They're her favorite. Yeah. Oh, they're her favorite. And she wants to crawl around and get into everything that she's not supposed to get into. So that's a little bit about the 7-month mark, and let's start back at 4 months. Say hi. Can you wave? Say, we learned how to wave. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? It was in my last video where she waved for the first time. Well, it wasn't the first time, it was the second time. The first time I couldn't get on video, she wouldn't do it again. But I was there and it was so precious. Where'd my book go? Okay, guys. I'm also going to give a little bit of advice after each month. Or at least I'll try to give some good advice, hopefully. And we'll see how long this lasts before she needs a nap. So at 4 months, you know hold this. At 4 months, Sissy was rolling belly to back. So on her belly, she would roll to her back. Oh, the big head. All the head needs to go. Oh, ready? Ready? Yeah! Oh, good job, sister. I'm sorry, you cannot have it. Where's your other teething? I know. Real life. Like this, you take things away from her now, and she understands she doesn't like that and cries about it. You also, here, you want your own book? You want your own book? You also, she's so fussy. She's cutting, so she has almost 6 teeth now. It's crazy. The 2 bottom ones, the 2 top ones, then her, I don't know if that's your fang, I don't know what it's called, but the one right beside the big ones, and then the other one right beside the big ones is cutting right now. So nights have not been fun, days have not been fun, naps, she doesn't nap really. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You think she goes down and you think she'll stay down? No. It's like, I tricked ya. Okay, so 4 months rolling belly to back. So also at 4 months, a little bit about me. I'll kind of go a little bit about me if something postpartum has happened. But I tried keto and lost my breast milk during the keto diet. So I have stopped that and I haven't redone a diet. I'm kind of at the point right now where I'm like not doing anything. I play tennis and that's it. My diet is awful. I need to get better, but I have no will or energy to get better. My diet's not like, I don't like go get Big Macs all the time, but I also like my portion control. That's what it is. My portions are awful. I'm gonna try starting to watch that. It's really hard. My cravings are so much worse breastfeeding than they were pregnant. Do you want this? I'm struggling. Like real life, I'm struggling, and it's very frustrating seeing these YouTubers and these people I know who are skinnier or right back in their weight pre-baby, and I'm like over here still 30 pounds over. So yeah, she loves like bracelets. Look at this, she's so attentive now. Like she's always been really attentive, but like it's a whole new level now. So the keto diet was a no-no, and I haven't really picked anything else up. I'm doing a little bit of kicking back into my Arbonne, 30 days healthy living. But I don't, with Arbonne's 30 days, you have to take out dairy and gluten. And I don't fully want to take out anything out of my diet because it will affect her from what I've researched. And it might be okay now that she's older. See, look, she's just like crawling everywhere. Music is key. She loves music. So I don't want to take out anything fully from my diet because what I've researched is if you keep those away from the kids, then that's when they build the allergy to it. So that's just my personal preference of what I'm doing. But when I stop breastfeeding, I will do the 30-day challenge, and I will document it if other people want to see how that goes. I'm really bad at diet, so I'm just gonna say I'm really bad. I have no self-control. Zero self-control. All right, moving on. At 4 months, we introduced rice cereal, and it was so cute seeing her try it for the first time. I will insert a video. All right, so we just did a little bit of rice cereal with some breast milk. Don't get me, I look awful. Just get her. You ready? Oh, I probably should put that up there. You ready? Isn't that funny? Is it good? She keeps like blowing bubbles into it. Is it good? Do good job. You ready? Oh, good job, baby. Good job.
That's a rule. If you want to feed it to her, you gotta have some first.
Yeah, try it.
I'll try it if you try it.
Do you know that kid out over boobs?
Yeah,
did you even think of that? You didn't even think of that.
If you try it, I'll try it.
No.
Come on.
Someone feed Susie. She wants some. Oh.
All right.
Comes.
Here comes
Here
the
comes.
airplane.
Good job. Good job, Susie. Wow. Big girl. Alright, let Pappas try, baby.
Okay, one more. Here comes the airplane.
She's doing so good. Look at her. Good job, baby. Wow, good job, baby.
Just for a minute.
Oh, Daddy's first try. Does it taste weird?
I can't believe you tried that.
Oh, big girl, look at it all dribble, dribble, dribble. Dribble, dribble, dribble.
I'm gonna pee.
He didn't stop.
Are you all done?
Oh, big girl, look at that. Yummy. And then she didn't start any other food other than rice cereal, because also during 4 months her bowel movements started changing and she started becoming a little constipated, which is due to the rice cereal and starting new foods. It's changing their diet, so they're trying to figure it out. So I kind of just kept that rice cereal until she got a little used to it. And hi, baby. And then at 4 months, she started sitting up by herself, like without my support. However, you want ups? However, she did not, like, she still needed someone there because she would fall every once in a while. So, say hi. She would fall every once in a while, so it's not like you could leave her unattended. Like, now I can kind of leave her, I don't ever leave her unattended, but I can kind of like set her on the mat and not worry about her falling over and smashing her face because she's very sturdy now. So at 4 months, she did sit by herself. She was also 14 pounds, 5 ounces at 4 months. 14 pounds and 5 ounces, yes you were. 25.5 inches, and when she got her 4-month shot, she got a fever, which is common. It probably lasted, the fever was very, very low, but she was fussy for about 2 days. Yeah, so super fussy for 2 days. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I see other people do these updates with their children, and their children are just like so quiet. Okay, 5 months. So at 4 months we did the rice cereal. At 5 months we introduced fruit, and we did fruit first. That's what our pediatrician recommended. And because she was having constipation, we did fruits first because they help with the bowel movements when veggies can help increase constipation. So that's why we did fruit first. At 4 months, my recommendation for 4 months would be to not, at 4 months, I felt like a lot of people who were around the same age as her were already rolling from their back to their belly. I would say try not to stress too much, because at 4 months you have milestones start to occur, and like big movements and big things start to occur. And don't stress if your baby's a little behind. I should tell you guys, I'm going to do a physical therapy video, because she had torticollis, and she had torticollis and when she was born, and she has something else, and I'll have to look up how to say that, but I'll talk all about that. So she has been behind physically about, I'd say at first it was a month, and now it's about 2 weeks behind. But every baby moves at their own schedule, but we do have to go physical therapy for certain things, and I'll go over that in a later video. But, so at 4 months, don't stress about if your baby's not doing what other babies are doing. So at 5 months, I'm already going to tell you my recommendation, because we started fruits. Ideally, you would like to start veggies. She does not like the veggies now that she's had the fruits. She, like, gagged and spit up when she had to have peas. So now we have to do the veggies mixed with the fruits, like kale and stuff mixed with fruits, which is fine because she's still getting it. But I would have liked for her to have been introduced to the veggies first. However, that was not what was working for her tummy. So we had to do what worked best for her. And you know what? Fed is best. So whichever way you do it, breastfeeding, formula, baby food, waiting till 6 months to introduce, fed is best. So don't worry about that either. At 5 months, she did start to roll from her back to her belly.
You did it! Good job, baby! Good job! You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh. Good job, baby! You did it! You did it!
Which is a big one, and it took us so long, and we practiced a whole bunch. We do have to practice with her daily arm movements because of her physical needs, and which aren't huge. I mean, she is like just like every other child, but we do practice with her so she doesn't fall behind, and we have to make sure her thumbs and arms are properly placed. So that was a big thing and so exciting because it did take a while. And she is at 5 months. I think 5, 6, and 7 were the biggest like improvement in changing months. And you saw the most growth and the most change. Sorry, my pad's over there and I can't hold it because she wants it. You saw the most growth and the most change in 5, 6, and 7 months. However, if you are a mommy, you might see it in the 4, 5, and 6. It seemed like, no, don't get that. It seemed like most of my friends saw it earlier than I did. Again, she's a little physically behind. But I'd say 4 to 7, like huge milestones, and I'm sure it's just gonna get even bigger because 8 months, I bet you she'll crawl. She's already taken like 2 little movements. So I bet you 8 months she'll be crawling, and then soon walking, pulling up, walking. So pretty much from 4 on, you're seeing like big growth and big movements. Which is so exciting, but also at the same time you're like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna keep up with all this? But you do, because you have to. And her personality just comes out more and more every day. Like, this is a personality thing where she just wants what she wants, and she gives little fits about it. Everything's in the mouth though. And it's kind of funny. You gotta love the bad and the good. You can't just love the good. Here it is. Oh, that's a good one. These came in a 3-pack. The hand one, this one, and that purple one, wherever it is, came in a 3-pack at Target. Highly recommend it. You can't freeze them though. I haven't found very many freezing ones, but these work just fine. So yeah. So I love that the personality is showing. She had her first beach trip at 5 months. Let me tell you, and I will insert some videos of that too. She hated the sand. Hated the sand. I tried to set her down and she immediately like lifted up her feet, sucked them up, and started crying. And then she hated the ocean. I think she hated the ocean because it was too cold, which I don't blame her, and it's kind of scary, those waves.
Where are we going? Hello, baby. Are you going on your first beach trip? Are you going on your first beach trip? She's don't care.
It's hot.
It's hot, yeah.
It's hot.
Oh, go to the beach. Hi, baby. Hi. Are you at the ocean? You're okay. You try it again. Try it again. You're okay. Oh, we don't like it. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. You don't like it? Oh, poor thing.
So she hated the ocean. The pool we were a little unsure about. I will insert clips of all this, but the pool we were a little unsure about. Hi. And she ended up loving the pool.
Susie. Susie. What's that, baby? Hi. Oh.
Are you gonna swim in the pool?
So serious. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hi. You ready? In the water. It's okay. No. You're okay. Big girl. Presley. Hey. 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 You're okay. You're okay.
You don't know what's about to happen.
Woo! You're okay.
Yay! Look, I'm in it too.
Look, big girl. Wow! Wow! She's not quite sure.
She's like, oh, it's not bad now.
No, it's not bad what he's saying.
It's okay now.
That's okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm not ruining your phone.
Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Oh.
Looks for her.
Is that better? Hey. She's like holding on for dear life.
Oh yeah, she didn't want to let go.
Look at Daddy. Look at him. Look at Daddy.
Just try to have a rash under my eyes.
Very lucky.
On our beach trip, she was the most constipated she had ever been. It had gone like 10 days without pooping. She had gone like 10 days without pooping, and I started to worry. And I called a doctor. My sister-in-law called her friend who is a pediatric hospital worker, so they know a little bit about everything. We did castor oil, which is basically like corn syrup. We did that, nothing happened. I stuck my pinky, it's really gross in TMI, but I stuck my pinky up there to make sure she wasn't blocked, and she didn't seem to be, but she was pushing and in pain. We did prunes, and then we did some juice, like straight juice. We did syringes at first. I believe it's 2 tablespoons of the Caro syrup, and 2 tablespoons, are you ready to go night-night? Are you ready to go night-night? Okay. Okay, sweet baby, okay. Oh, where are you going? You turned the wrong way. Okay, let me get through this month. So we did the Caro syrup, which you can find, I think, in like the baking section. And we did the clear one, so that it had no food coloring and stuff, and it had the least amount of ingredients. 2 tablespoons through a syringe of that. And then when that didn't work, we did the 2 tablespoons, or we did the 2 tablespoons of juice with the syringe first, and then that didn't work, so we did the Caro soap. And when that didn't work, we did, what are they called? Oh my goodness. What are they called? They are suppositories. Got it. In the infant section or the baby section, you will find suppositories. Okay, they are for 2 and plus. I talked to doctors, I talked to the pharmacist. We cut ours in half the long way and stuck it up there, and it was like an immediate thing. It didn't even dissolve. It was like she needed the stimulation. Yeah. It was like she needed the stimulation, and I've had to do that 3 times. And now our bowel movements, we still struggle with constipation, even at 7 months, because she's constantly introduced to new foods, but it is starting to level out. And what I do to keep her constant with going, granted she only goes like once a week, now it's like once every 4 days maybe, we have improved, is I give her 2 ounces of straight pear juice. Pear juice is better. Pears are better than applesauce, and pear juice is better than apple juice because apple also has a binding in it. So we did pears and pear juice. So I give her 2 ounces of pear juice, straight pear juice, not diluted or anything, every other day. And she also has prunes probably once or twice a week. I mix them in with something, so she has prunes and pear juice, and it helps keep her regulated. We are about to start some oatmeal and stuff because she is definitely needing more, which I'm kind of getting ahead of myself into the 7th month, but just so you know why we're on the topic, what we're doing to help regulate that. So I got way off track, and she is scooting her way to the stairs, so I gotta keep an eye on her. So I got way off track, but she had her first beach trip, loved the pool, and then went to constipated. Okay, so we stopped the rice cereal for a little bit because rice is also, I'll stop playing with the toys, I'm sorry. I have ADD, so I'm always like playing with my necklace, playing with my hair. Probably drives people nuts. We stopped the rice cereal because it is a binding, so it is it did constipate her. So usually they recommend oatmeal instead of the rice cereal. We got our first tooth popped out the end of 5 months, our very first one, and it was one of her bottom ones popped up at the end of the 5 months. So now we're transitioning into 6 months. She got her second tooth at the beginning of 6 months. So the second bottom one came up right at the beginning of 6 months. They happened like a couple days apart, but it was very end of 5 months and the very beginning of 6 months. So that is transitioning us into her 6th month.